she says, well, what do you want to do? And I said, well, I want to do guitars. She goes, well, why do you want to do guitars? And I said, because the happiest time of my life was guitars and music. And she goes, well, is it a good business? And I said, probably not. Do you have some unique idea? No, but I'll figure it out.
My name's Erik Has-Ellison. I'm the production manager here at Breedlove and Bedell Guitars. I've been working here for about 6 years now. What it's like to work for Tom is great. I mean, he not only has one of the best attitudes that I've ever seen, just about day to day and what we're doing here and the product that goes out the door and how inspired he is by all the work that we do here. He's also a great mentor. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've come up against something I was having issues with where he sat down with me and talked me through it. I think what makes our guitars different here are a few things, obviously. The amount of work that goes into them, handwork that goes into all these guitars, I think is unique to us. I mean, I know there's lots of builders where there's lots of handwork that goes into it, but we have a lot of people here that touch every guitar that goes through the build. So I think people would be surprised how many hands it took to build their guitar that they take home at the end of the day.
The one thing that I knew when I got back in the business in 2009 was I did not know the magic of what made a great acoustic guitar versus not such a great acoustic guitar. And I hired people to work here as engineers. I did a lot of study and travel and meeting with people, and we developed a whole system called sound optimization to study. This particular guitar sounds fantastic. Why? For example, we know that if you tap on the back, hear how much deeper that is? Well, there's a certain separation of frequency you want from the top to the back so that the sound waves have that cycle time. And when you hit it magically with the size air chamber you have here and the types of wood that you have and the way that they pair up, when you just hit that magic spot, all of a sudden the guitar completely comes alive. We've spent the last 10 years just really working hard at perfecting how does this top work with this back, how does in the case of Bedell, how does the dovetail neck joint contribute towards the sound transmission. There's a lot of stuff going on. How do you learn as much about that as you can to absolutely maximize sound and performance? And that's the journey that we're on here. That's what's so much fun is, we'll never get there because there's always another idea to try.
I'm John Chapman from the Acoustic Shoppe. I'm one of the owners and also a guitar nut. At the Acoustic Shoppe, we're acoustic music fanatics. I mean, just first and foremost, that's what we love. As we kind of keep developing, we love the idea of finding the perfect instrument for the musician. So it's been fun as a store to be able to work with these musicians and the companies that build the instruments to kind of come up with pairings that are different, that are inspiring for new art. This is art, and we want to continue to see more of it. That's what, like I said, music is the thing that keeps all of us going. So if we can continue to be part of that whole picture, that's what we're all about. One of the cool things that I'm finding very interesting about working with Breedlove and Bedell is you have two different brands that are working guitars that are doing two different things. They're both taking on modern techniques of building and modern sounds and really embracing technology. You have Breedlove, who's doing it with modern designs and modern styles of guitars in order to go. You got Bedell, who's kind of taking on traditional aspects of building guitars with modern technology. That's giving you this two different blendings of guitar building. We have things that inspire modern players to do something completely different, yet do it in a way that sounds different than everybody else, more consistent, more, future thinking. Then you have the traditional aspects with amazing tone woods and things that nobody has access to, as well as the technology, but yet we're doing it in traditional body shapes and traditional designs and traditional building techniques. That is a really cool blending, and to have both of those in the same place, very, very cool, and kudos to the company and Tom Bedell for kind of seeing that this is an opportunity to kind of, talk, again, tell stories here. This is modern, this is traditional, and all the while doing it while thinking sustainability and thinking of the future of the world in general. These are all really cool things.
My name is Angela Christensen, and I oversee all of the wood purchasing and all of the product development for Breedlove and Bedell Guitars. So one of the great experiences we can offer with our dealers and then to the customer is that you can come in to our factory here in Bend, Oregon and design a one-of-a-kind instrument. We have beautiful exotic tone woods that you have the ability to go through all the wood stacks with us. And of course, Acoustic Shoppe, you know your customer base better than we do, and you know what your customers come in looking for. And so for you to have the experience to come in and design exactly what you think would work great for your store, and bring some excitement to your customers that maybe they haven't seen before, this is the opportunity for that.
Man, I remember the first time I met you guys. You came into our display space there at the NAMM show, and we were talking acoustic guitars, and you're asking me all these questions and you're telling me all these stories, and I'm like, holy cow, this is exactly the kind of store that fits what we do. And as you tour around, as you had yesterday and today, you see that with the craftsmen. They love it, don't they? They love showing you what they're doing. And we can pass that opportunity on to your customers. So if somebody comes into the acoustic shop and you listen to what they're doing and what they want, you say, why don't you design the perfect guitar for yourself? To have a knowledgeable team helping people get the right instrument for their music. So many times people will walk in a shop where the people working in the shop may not even really understand that much about an acoustic guitar. Because really what this is all about is how do we help a musician play their music better? It isn't for us to tell them what they should sound like or to tell them how they should play. It's to be able to handcraft an instrument that delivers that. And so that's a role that you uniquely can play in your store because you understand all that, compared to just going into the big store that has a bunch of guitars hanging on the wall without that kind of expertise.
And we really appreciate you guys watching that video. It was my favorite one we've made so far. We've done hundreds of videos, and that was the best one.
It was.
And the next one's going to be even better. If you'd like to see that, be sure you subscribe to this channel. And also, the more you comment and interact below, the more the YouTube algorithms pick it up and start pushing it out to other people, like-minded people.
Algorithms?
Algorithms, they're everywhere. They permeate the internet, and YouTube's got one. And it watches our videos, and it sees how much you comment, and then it pushes us to other people like you. And we want everyone to experience the Acoustic Shoppe world, where we talk about instruments, we do reviews, we got some fun videos coming up. We thank you guys so much for being a part of it, and we'll see you in the next video.